What's up, everyone? And today I'm bringing a deck report on my Mekk Knights. Now, Mekk Knights is a very cool deck to where if your opponent controls two or more cards in the same common, you can special summon them. Now, there's a lot of different variants. You got a Mekk Knight Invoked, you got Crusadia Mekk Knights, but this version is more of a pure Mekk Knight build. And without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, we run 3 Mekk Knight Blue Sky. Blue Sky, if this card is normal special summon from the hand, you can add one Mekk Knight monster. You can add Mekk Knight monsters with different names except Blue Sky from your deck to your hand, equal to the number of opponent's cards in this card's column. So this is like one of the few decks where column placement does matter a lot. I also run the 2 Purple Nightfall. Nightfall has a quick effect where you can target a Mekk Knight monster you control, banish it until the standby phase of your next turn, and if you do, add one Mekk Knight monster from your deck to your hand. I also run the 3 Indigo Eclipse. Indigo Eclipse, you can basically target one of your Mekk Knight monsters, and this is a quick effect to move it to another zone. So basically, let's say you only have one zone that has 2 or more cards in that column. You can summon Indigo Eclipse, use this effect, move it itself, and summon another Mekk Knight there. Next, I run 3 Gearsu, the Orcus Mekk Knight. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Orcus or World Legacy card from your deck to the graveyard. Then if there are 2 or more other cards in this card column, treat this card as a tuner this turn. If you control no monsters, you can special summon one World Legacy token to your both players' field and defense position, so you can also use it to get another Mekk Knight monster out. I run the 1 Yellow Star. And also you can banish a Mekk Knight monster from your graveyard and target one spell trap card in this card's column, destroy it. I run 1 Green Horizon. Once per turn, when attack is declared involving this card and opponent's monster in this card's column, target one Mekk Knight monster in your graveyard and add to your hand. And I also run the 1 Red Moon, which allows you to target a face-up monster in this card's column, destroy it. Or you have to banish the Mekk Knight monster from your graveyard to do it, but I run like 3 of all like the main Mekk Knights and like 1 each of all like the weaker Mekk Knights except the Orange Sunset. I run 1 World Legacy World Chalice. Now this is mainly for the Gearsu effect to send it to the grave. I run 3 Ash Blossom, 3 DD Crow, and 2 Nibiru for my hand trap lineup. Moving on to the spells. I run 3 Pot of Prosperity. You don't really go into your extra deck a whole lot in the more pure Mekk Knight build. Now if you're running like Invoked or Crusadia builds, then obviously you can't really use Pot of Prosperity as much. Of course, I also run some other draw cards in tandem, but the one cool thing with these is that you don't necessarily have to use them. You can just use them to like set them face down so you can special summon your Mekk Knight monsters. I also run the 1 Triple Tactics Talent. Now I would actually run Talents over the Pot of Prosperity if you have that, but I only have 1 copy right now, so right now I'm just running the 1 as well as the 1 Upstart Goblin. I was trying to think of a 40th card, but I just ended up going with the safe Upstart Goblin. Since this is obviously a going second build because you want your opponent to have some sort of a board in order for you to special summon your Mekk Knights, I run 3 Dark Ruler No More. I also run the 3 World Legacy Succession. It's a Monster Reborn, target a zone Lake Monster points to, special summon a monster from your grave. Speaking of Monster Reborn, I run the 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. For the traps, I only run 3, which is my 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Moving on to the extra deck. I run 2 Mekk Knight Spectrum Supreme. Supreme, this card can attack directly if it is the only card in its column, and if this card on the extra monster zone points to no monsters, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. You can send 1 other card you control in this card's column to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Mekk Knight monster from your deck in defense position, which also helps you be able to use the first effect to get all sorts of that protection. I also run 3 Crusadia Equimax. Equimax gains basically the attack of all the cards it points to, but it's the only one that can attack. I run 2 Mekk Knight Crusadia Aeromax. Aeromax is a bit like a Equinox, but just like a little bit better. I run an IP Masquerena package with Masquerena, Phoenix, and the 1 Unicorn. I also run 1 Lina. Aside from Gearsu, all the Mekk Knights are actually light monsters, so it's definitely something you can go into. Of course, I also run an Axis Code Talker and an Apollosa to round out the Link monsters. And then I also run a couple of rank 8s in Gearsu and Hope Harbinger for my XYZs. that's it for my Mekk Knight deck profile. Let me know what you think of Mekk Knight. Do you think it's a pretty cool deck? Do you think it's very interesting? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.